Hello and good evening. If you're listening to this, that means you have the proper clearance to do so. Congratulations. This is SCP-2740, and I am clearly not the employee of the month. This SCP's object class is Euclid. Our special containment procedures. Due to the nature of SCP-2740, any means of direct containment are currently unfeasible. Access to the redacted address in Indiana is forbidden and is enforced by the Foundation's security personnel. Cover story Delta-4B gas leak is to be disseminated in redacted Indiana. Standard cognitohazardous object amnesiac treatment is available to all personnel assigned to this SCP. Description: the nature, appearance, and potential existence of 2740 is uncertain. This SCP is believed to possibly exist in the northwest corner of the attic in the home of the Lee family at redacted address, Indiana, a location roughly 6 meters from the ladder leading to it. Individuals attempting to approach the ladder leading to the attic will find themselves unable to do so. While individuals can approach the ladder and, in certain cases, even begin to climb it, upon further inspection it will always be discovered that these individuals did not, in actuality, do so. The reason for this is currently unknown. Additionally, it is uncertain if this effect exists at all. Research into this phenomenon is ongoing. The only information gathered regarding SCP-2740 has been done so through interviews with affected individuals. The SCP appears to instill a sense of intense dread in any individual cognizant of it, although the reason for this is unknown. This effect begins upon entering the house at the redacted address, or by becoming cognizant of 2740. Through discussion with other individuals affected by anomalous nature. Meaning you should all be safe because I've never been exposed to it, except now I'm gonna play the audio logs. So, just keep an eye out on your brain, okay? The first interview that we have is interview 2740-A, Franklin Lee. The following interview was conducted after the discovery of 2740 with Franklin Lee, the owner of the home and the patriarch of the Lee family. Our interviewer was Dr. K, and our interviewee, obviously, Franklin Lee. Playing log. When did you begin to notice something was wrong? Maybe, I don't know, it was years ago. It wasn't always like this, though, and at the beginning it was just something, where you could ignore it. I remember there would be times I would walk up and down the halls upstairs and just glance at it and get this feeling. Can you describe this feeling? Like there was something up there. Not that I could see it or anything, and we didn't hear anything either. The mood in the house changed, and we thought it was because No, it wasn't that. Mr. Lee, who do you mean, she? Our oldest daughter, Olivia. She left when she was 17, and there were some other things going on then. We were going through some hard times. Olivia left to go live with my wife's sister. We haven't spoken to her in years. I think, I don't know, maybe we did start to notice it then. What did you originally notice? The quiet. Everything was real quiet. Didn't sound like a house with 3 other kids, but I don't know, it just built up over time, right? And after a while I decided I needed to know. I needed to find out what was up there, what she had left. Mr. Lee? I tried. I can't tell you how many times I've tried. I'll begin climbing and open my eyes and I'll be back in my bed or the living room by the TV, and the feeling never goes away. I quit my job. I couldn't handle the stress. I couldn't explain it to anyone. Everyone thought I was crazy, but there were a few times I contemplated knocking the whole house down. I even signed the papers once, but then I called back and the company didn't exist anymore. You don't think we tried? It was like climbing that ladder. You get halfway up, push open the door, and you can feel it. But then you're sitting at the kitchen table. End of log. It was believed that following this interview, the family were moved to Site 81 for holding an examination. But that was proved to be a rumor. The Lee family has never been moved into Site 81, and information claiming otherwise has been proven inaccurate. Research into how this rumor began is ongoing. The second interview we have, 2740-B, is with Yvette Lee. The following interview was conducted after the discovery of the SCP, with Yvette Lee, the co-owner of the home at the redacted address and the matriarch of the Lee family. Interviewer Dr. K, interviewee Yvette Lee. Begin log. Mrs. Lee, can you tell me anything about why your husband wasn't able to articulate any details about 2740? Have you not been in the house, Dr. K? I have not. My station has been here in our mobile facility. Then you can't understand. We've lived there for 20 years, and we can't do anything about it either. We've tried everything, but nothing works. We have reason to believe that you have entered the attic. Can you confirm this? No, of course not. Mrs. Lee, this will be much easier if you can be honest with us. My husband and I, we've been good parents, but we fought with Olivia over so many things that seem inconsequential now, but it drove a wedge between us, and we all knew that something was festering in this space. She couldn't admit the mistakes that she had made when she left. I could still feel the wedge, like it never went away. One night, I woke up and I heard her and went to the ladder and climbed up into it and I don't know. It wasn't Olivia. End log. Incident log 2740-A. After interviews with Mr. and Mrs. Lee and their children, and with neighbors also affected by 2740, all of whom were certain of the existence of the SCP but uncertain of any of the details, several attempts were made to penetrate the attic, both manned and unmanned. In all cases, further investigation revealed that no attempts were actually made, regardless of the claims made by involved personnel stating otherwise. These attempts may have included direct access through the second-floor attic ladder, shaped charges situated at various points on the second-floor ceiling, drone access through the ladder opening, manned and unmanned access by cutting through the roof, and complete leveling of the home, As stated above, no records exist that any of these methods were actually attempted. Interview Log 2740-C, Olivia Lee. The following interview was taken after the eldest daughter of the Lee family, Olivia, was located in Redacted, working as a landscape contractor after changing her name to Rebecca Feldman. Interviewer, Dr. H. Garrett. Interviewee, Rebecca Feldman, aka Olivia Lee. Begin log.
Miss Feldman, what I want to discuss with you is a phenomenon associated with your parents' home, likely located in the upstairs... The attic, yes, I know. I thought somebody would come after me about that. I just didn't think it would be so soon. Are you saying you're aware of the phenomenon? I left my parents when I was a kid, Dr. Garrett. We had always fought. They weren't happy with the choices I made and the things I believed in. The people I spent time with. There was anger there, so much anger that I thought it might suffocate me. When I left, I felt like I could breathe again. I never went back after that, but sometimes I can still feel it. You know how you feel when you're dreaming and you're trying to run away from something, but you can't see it and you don't know if it's really there, but you run anyway? That's how it feels. What prompted you to leave your parents? There was one night we had a fight, and my dad was drinking, and Mom was even worse off at that point, and I had just kept a knife under my pillow for a long time in case something would happen, and they came into my room that night. I don't know what their intentions were, but I drew it and backed them into the wall. The whole thing felt like I was being choked, and that was the first time I heard it. Something moving above me. I dropped the knife and ran, and I didn't look back. Do you know anything about what is in the attic, Miss Feldman? There are always secrets, Doctor. There's only so much that hate can build up in a place before it starts hating you back. I don't know what's in the attic, or if there's anything up there at all, and I don't think I want to.
End log. After the conclusion of the interview, Ms. Feldman was detained by Foundation personnel pending further investigation of her claims. At least, that was what was written in the document and what was believed, but currently it's believed that Olivia Lee does not even exist, nor has ever existed. The information in the interview log is undergoing further examination. Just an aside, this information apparently was gathered after discussions with 3 young Lee children, each of whom referred to an event where their mother entered the attic, stayed for several minutes, and then descended. No other information was recovered regarding this event. And that is it for 2740. Kind of a weird one. I mean, they're all kind of weird, but anything to do with attics and creepy, dark, small places where there's probably spiders are not my thing. There is a cognito hazard to this anomaly. As mentioned, you can become affected by it by entering the house or through discussion with other individuals. Now, listening to the logs shouldn't have any effect on you because you're not actively participating in the discussion. However, if you do experience any odd anomalies, as this is an ongoing investigation, please call our tip line and we'll get you to where you need to go. And that is all for this evening. Thank you very much for listening. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. Catch you later, nerds.